Hello, hello, hello to all of my amazing Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Happy Saturday to all of my amazing Taurians. Again, this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. We're going to talk about the number 7 because it is September. Septem means 7 in Latin, so we're going to talk about the number 7. Also, we're going to talk about compromise. That's the theme, right? So let's talk about it. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Taurians as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. I am talking to my logical, kind, patient, organized, understanding, generous, and trustworthy, practical, devoted, responsible, stable, reliable bulls, gods and goddesses. Yes, I'm talking to all of you Taurians. Let's go. All right, compromise. Such an interesting word. Compromise is, yes, we have 5 planets that are retrograde. We are 2 days away from the next full moon. Whew, it's a lot going on, Pisces, so I want to try to keep y'all grounded. I know y'all are very patient signs, but it could be some craziness going on around you that could cause you to just feel like, oh my God, I'm drained. Let's see if I can help you not be drained, right? Help you to really, really, really stay focused. First of all, the question I have for everybody during the reading, are you going to continue to compromise what you chose to create? Remember, we are all creators, right? We're not other people's gods. That's what I mean when I say gods. We are not other people's gods. We are not saving other people. You know, in a spiritual sense, you can only guide them through your actions. In a way that's helped you, you know, hopefully to help them too, you know, but you're not trying to be their gods, and you're certainly not you're not idolizing them. You're not making them your gods. Here we have the King of Wands. We also have the 6 of Cups. We also have the Chariot card, which is attached to Cancer, and the moon is Cancer's ruling planet. So, ooh, you have some Cancers around you. You have some Cancers in you. We have the moon card, which is attached to Pisces, another water sign. Lots of emotions in your cards. Like I said, there's going to be some people that may be trying to get you a little rattled, Taurus, but I need you all to really stay focused, right? And here we have the 3 of Pentacles, and we also have the 10 of Swords, right? Okay. There are some people in your space that I'm picking up this energy here. There's some people in your space that have really, 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 in the past, and it's not just one person, people, plural. There has been some people in your past that have really hurt you, right? I don't want to put you in a victim mentality. This is a survivor mentality. You have survived a lot of hurt from people, right? Whether they've talked about you, ran smear campaigns, whatever it is, you survived it, okay? So you're still standing. You're not, you know, whether they could have left you for dead spiritually. They could have felt like, I finished, Taurus, but you got back up. You're still standing, right? So some people have really hurt you in the past. And for you, you may have felt like a lot of people betrayed you. They left you by yourself. But guess what? You're not by yourself. What the universe is trying to do, Taurus, is clear some energy to send some new things your way. Yes, like perfect synergy for you in the workplace. Yes, when it comes to your money, right? This is a time where you're not going to be rattled by a lot of different emotions around you. A lot of people are getting really emotional. Think of it, remember it this way. As we get closer and closer to the full moon, this is why they have movies about werewolves howling at the moon, right? The full moon, that is. It's because the moon governs our mood, emotions, subconscious habits, and feelings. So things about people, tricky relationships, are being exposed. Even including tricky relationships with yourselves, right? Are you moving with, are you over nurturing some relationships that you should have severed ties with a long time ago? That'll be exposed. There are some people who really trigger some feelings in you that literally make you sick to your stomach. This is what I'm seeing here. That really make you, but they will eventually fall out of range. It could have been somebody you were married to, because we're looking at the Chariot card. It could have been somebody that you were married to, that they're going to eventually fall out of range. I'm telling you. So many people, because you all are so patient and you really take your time before getting into relationships and you really give it a lot of thought. I'm talking about my high vibration Taurians. Relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, jobs. You really take your time and really give it a lot of thought and to make it make sense to you, right? But some of those relationships are very triggering for you, right? And to you, you may have felt like, you know what, I need to do something. I need to not talk to this person anymore. I need to not leave any window open for this person to come into my space, or these people to come into my space, because it's very triggering. It's almost like when I talk about them or think about them or have any kind of connection with them, even if you have kids with the person, and just that connection with them is very unsettling for you. It just gives you hives. For some of y'all, it's hives. For some of you, make you itch, make you have hot flashes, cold flashes, sick to your stomach, hairs in the back of your neck standing up, or whatever. But it's going to fall out of range. I'm telling you, it's going to fall out of range. Those feelings that you have of being triggered are going to fall out of range, where you'll eventually, let's say for instance, you have kids with a person. And right now, those emotions are, again, being exposed. They're rising up in you, okay? Because the full moon means it is fully illuminated. Full illumination means everything in you is being exposed. If a word or just a thought of their name, or you hear their voice, something about you just sends you kind of like like I said, it comes out of your body. Like somehow your body, your stomach, somewhere in your body, you feel some kind of way about the person. But nevertheless, I see things going well for you in terms of, position at work, leadership. This is where I want you to stay focused. Like, really do things to nurture yourselves, to take your mind off of it. This is how you're going to intentionally discipline yourselves, Taurus, like not to think about that person or those people who have hurt you. Not anything that they're connected to. You really don't even want to be connected to them at all. I mean, I hate to say it, for some people it's like, I wish I had never even had kids with this person. But kids are a blessing, right? Kids really truly are a blessing. So you can't stop that because somebody has kids with somebody. You're just like, okay, I love my child or children, but I wish it wasn't with this person. Eventually that feeling is going to go away, because you're going to see the blessing in even having kids with that person. Like, wow, that person, your child may have picked up some of their gifts that may not be so prevalent in your family, and so you'll start looking at things differently. That feeling of feeling sick or being triggered by them is going to go away. It's going to go away. So just be on the lookout for that. Again, like I said, focus on your job, focus on making your money, focus on things that nurture you. That's how you intentionally start to heal yourselves, instead of saying, oh God, why am I thinking about this person again? You can't help it. The moon, I mean, for real, like the moon governs our moods, feelings, subconscious habits, our feelings. So it's going to expose everything in us, however you feel, right? But remember, the question is, are you going to continue compromising what you chose to create? You chose to create this great life for yourself, right? And allowing yourself to stay focused on the triggers versus that your end goal, which is to create a certain life for yourself. Hey, whatever you need to do to heal yourself, if it's need to sit down and talk to a psychiatrist or psychologist or a therapist or whatever, do that. I'm always talking about getting professional mental health, help from a professional, if that's what you need to do. But if you don't feel like that's a route that you want to take, intentionally focus on things that are nostalgic to you, that make you happy, like things that make you happy. If it's something like a feeling, being around family members, relatives, or whoever you feel safe around, where you just feel like you're in your happy place, do that. Because compromise, by definition, it means to settle a dispute by mutual concession. It also means to accept standards that are lower than what is desired, right? So if you're in a fight between your highest self and your lowest self, and the lowest self is always winning, that's that constantly allowing yourself to be overtaken by your triggers, then you're not surrendering to your highest self, which is God. You don't have any faith in the healing process. But I'm telling you, all of that's going to go away. Yeah. And it's not even going to be like You know, people may have hurt you in the past, but again, you'll start to understand how karma works. Because karma, it just is. It's not good or bad. It's whatever that person put out in the universe, that's what's going to come back to them, right? So if they put drama out in the universe, guess what's going to come back to them? Drama. If they put good vibrations out in the universe, that's what's going to come back to them, good vibrations. So yeah. So the number, when we talk about, like I said, when we talk about the number 7, which is the number we're talking about today, is 7 opens up to the left, which means the past, right? It means that 7 has good memory. It enjoys looking back at history to gather wisdom and understanding of the present. So in this case right here, there will be a time when that you won't be triggered by the people who have harmed you. You'll just be so grateful that you moved on without them, that you survived it, right? That you're like, okay, well, you know, I don't need to go backwards. I don't hold any grudge. Let their karma handle it, because it may not even be. I'm telling you this. the reason why. Okay, there could be several reasons why you don't see a person's karma. Somebody may have unintentionally hurt you. They may not even meant to hurt you. Let's say somebody grew up in a really dysfunctional household and that was their norm, and you got into a relationship with them, right? You may have wanted the absolute best for that person. I'm serious. You may have said, listen, if this person would only just do this, that, and the other, we could have a happy life together. But for them, they were so used to being the dysfunction was just their normal. Drama was their normal. There was always a fight breaking out in their house. It was always some kind of drama. People were drinking, doing drugs, all kinds of stuff was happening in their families, Taurus. And so here you come along. They look at you as like, okay, this very stable person who has their life, you know, not even perfect, because there's no such thing as a perfect life, but they saw you as somebody that was stable, like an anchor, right? Like the bull, right? And so, but for you, their behavior was just like, at first it was kind of exciting, because it was like, you may have felt like your life was boring, but here they come. They were a lot of fun. They were just like fearless. They were doing things that you felt like, okay, man, I wish I could, you know, just be fearless like that. But then after a while, it went from being fun to just straight out crazy. Like, what, who were they raised by? Like a pack of wolves? Like, what in the world was going on with them? And so anyway, what was happening though was that they were actually contaminating you with their toxins that they were raised in, a toxic environment that they were raised in. And it was so unsettling for you. Just like I said, that was unintentional. So you may not ever see their karma. It may always seem like their life is just, you know, they're just living a good life, they loving their life or whatever. I don't want you to get stuck on that, right? Because sometimes, I'm telling you, every people was raised differently. Some people were raised in very conservative households where they went to church every Sunday, and you know, mom and dad were in the house, and it was 2.5 kids with the white picket fence, whatever. The rest of us, it was hit or miss. So, and I threw myself in there because there's no such thing as a perfect life. It really isn't no such thing as a perfect life. So, like I said, for some people it was not intentional, right? So the ones that it was intentional, then their karma got to them. So you don't even have to worry about. So it won't even be a trigger for you. You'll just accept the fact that, hey, they just are the way that they are. They're totally different than I am, you know. Just the thought of them used to just drive me crazy, because I can't believe that somebody was that crazy. but yeah, so I see you all sleeping better too. Here we have the 4 of Swords. I see you sleeping better. This is nice. Yep, you moved on with your life. I see you also being very healed. This is Aquarius energy. I see you being you're a fixed sign, and so is Aquarius. So I see you being like fixated on your own healing, right? So again, it's just going to fall by the wayside. You're just going to accept the fact that's just who they are. I'm not trying to change them. They're not a part of my life, not in that way anymore. So I'm just going to move on, right? Here we have the Hangman. I see you all being patient with this process with yourself of healing, right? Right? I see your intuition becoming a sharper and sharper and sharper. This High Priestess is attached to the moon, right? Which is Cancer. So you have a lot of water up here. I'm telling you, you have a lot of water up here, a lot of intuition, a lot of insight into all of this. Like we have the Fool card, which is attached to Uranus or Uranus, which is retrograde right now. So all of a sudden, this is the Uranus is the planet of intuition. So this is like sudden changes. It's going to be like all of a sudden you're going to see it from a higher frequency. Like this is why you don't see the card for bad karma up here, because again, it just is what it is. You're going to, all of a sudden, you're going to realize, wow, that person and I are just as different as night and day. It doesn't make them a bad person. At the time, I may have felt really some kind of way about them. Like, oh my God, I just don't even want to be near them. They are just, oh my goodness. But then, like suddenly, just like I said, the planet Uranus, suddenly you're going to get refocused. I'm focusing on my healing, because for me to over nurture the feeling that I had about them and being hurt by people like them, like I'm so different from them that it's like, okay. And it's not even that you're making fun of them, like, you know, they were raised by a pack of wolves, or they were raised by a pack of dogs, or like they didn't have any interaction with any other like human beings. It's not even that. It's just, this is why I like to be out amongst people and just kind of sort of watch, because some people are raised so very differently than you are, that you would think that something was wrong with them, but for them, they're going about their lives, they're happy. It's just as normal for them as breathing. So don't even stress yourself out over it. For real, just don't. And I see that happening right here. I don't see you giving it too much thought. You're just like, you know what? Even in the workplace, you may wonder why people are the way that they are. Just, again, you would have had to walk the entire journey of their lives to understand why they are the way that they are, and that may not even make sense to you, even if you walk their entire journey. Like, but see, from a higher frequency, you're going to see things that people have been abused as kids. You're going to see things where people were neglected as kids, and that's why they are the way that they are. So it'll be more of like a compassionate thing. That's why, just like it's going to seem like for you, all of a sudden, I forgive this person. I do. I forgive this person. They don't even know what kind of disruption they've caused in my life, but I forgive them. Will I ever go backwards? No, but I forgive them. So I can just go ahead and move forward, right? All right, here we go. So, but again, you're going to be patient with yourself, and you're going to focus on, you know, your job, your money, music, you know, high vibration music. You're going to focus on things that nurture you during this process of moving forward, forgiving people and moving forward, because you're not interested in going backwards. Again, moving forward. That is what I have for you, Taurians. Again, let's get ready for this next full moon. Like I said, you can't control all the energies around you. That's why you got the werewolves howling at the full moon. That's why the crime rates go up higher around the full moon, because people don't know where to put all this energy. That's why, you know, the emergency rooms at hospitals are jam-packed during the full moon, because people don't know where to put all this energy, but you know exactly where to put the energy. You're going to put all this extra energy that you have into doing things that you like to nurture yourself and sever ties with that part of yourself that was operating in unforgiveness for people that you thought intentionally hurt you. I'm telling you, a lot of these people didn't know what they were doing. They were just raised in such dysfunction. They latched on to you because you seemed like the only stable person in their lives. But y'all have been around somebody who was just so used to some kind of movement going on, like doorbell ringing all hours of the night, phone buzzing and ringing at all hours of the night. Just like for you, it was total chaos. But for them, it was totally normal. Yep. That's what I have for you. So again, do things to nurture yourself, and I'm telling you, you're gonna feel like, wow, all of a sudden I woke up, this person doesn't even trigger me anymore, or these people don't even trigger me anymore. That's what I have for you, Taurians. Have a great one. Bye.